Hey Aquarius, what's going on? We are here with a timeless reading. Welcome to the channel. The first card that we have out is Four of Pentacles. I'm also seeing Knight of Wands on the bottom of the deck. There can be something that you're holding off on or holding back with, but not for long. It looks like you're going to be getting moving here. We start off with you in a very reserved energy where you could have been feeling protective, where you weren't like opening yourself up fully. When I say that, it can be like I'm protecting myself here, I'm protecting something that I have going on. I'm not ready to release this yet even. So this can be in a lot of different ways. It can be like I'm holding on to art that I'm creating and I'm not ready to release those like pieces of art yet. It can be that sort of thing where there's sort of a like I'm piling something up here, or I'm holding it back, or I'm saving it, and I'm not spending it. That's really the thing here. Like I'm not exerting that energy, or I'm not letting it go yet. I'm holding on to it in some way. So whatever this is for you, I'm seeing you start in a period where there's sort of like, it reminds me of having sort of a stowaway of something where you keep like pushing it into there and don't let it out and you're holding it. But then I'm seeing Eight of Wands, so it looks like you're going to be moving out of that. So you may be like ready to move forward, or ready to release something, or ready to transition out of that. Sorry, stuff with the lighting. Ready to transition out of a space where before you had felt sort of tucked away. Some of you, there's someone that you're connecting with. The reason that we do Four of Pentacles is like for our own safety, or because we feel like it's not time, because you know there's a time and a place, like when we're ready to open up or when we're ready to release that thing. So maybe you just felt like you needed to wait for a particular point in time. But having Eight of Wands, it does show you moving out of that, but I was also seeing 10 of Wands on the bottom of the deck when that came out. So moving forward, or maybe moving too quickly, is going to feel a bit stressful for you. I don't know if it's just about moving out of where you were before feeling stressful, or we're moving quickly and that's why I'm feeling stressed out. But there was something that felt like a little bit challenging that was connected with the transition that's happening. Yeah, I'm hearing the sport of it. This can also be saving your energy too. Or like not giving it away. I'm seeing something really good is going to be happening if you're not there at that point yet. I'm seeing you're going to like an automatic win. And I'm also seeing this feel, I don't know what it was that you had to do to get here, but what I'm seeing is that afterwards you get to like chill. I'm not seeing it be like, okay, you won that race, now get ready for your next one. I'm seeing there be a little bit of space where it's like you have this moment that feels, it feels like a climax, even with the Six of Wands here, where it feels important. This is a very significant moment where it's like, that's why I did all of this. So I'm seeing like some strategy that you had been using here where you may have not been like giving everything, or like letting it all go forward, or like saving some stuff, or like holding some stuff back. I'm seeing that it actually ended up benefiting you at the time. And I'm also seeing you be pretty sure of like direction-wise where you're going. And having Six of Wands shows you accomplishing something that feels important to you, where you're like, the reason I exerted my energy or why I focused on this was to accomplish exactly that. So it feels like accomplishing what you had been setting out to do. And then I'm seeing Four of Swords after it. So this means that, like, now I get to rest, now I get to relax. I think you're looking into your reasons why you had been holding on to something here, or things. Whatever this is that you'd been... This can also be like a reserve of some sort, where you're like adding to it or not letting anything get in the way of it. Or not letting anything take away from it. So it's either like, I leave it like it is, or I'm adding to it to make it more, but I'm not depleting from that, or I'm not pulling from that in any way. So that's why I'm hearing the word bank. So that's why I'm seeing this like little hub here. And I'm seeing you looking into like maybe the reasons for why you're doing this. Like it feels even like why I want to understand from a purpose-driven standpoint what's happening here. So that's what I'm seeing be looked into. So maybe that's also your guides too, being like encouraging you to ask yourself why you may be doing something. Well, why you may be doing this thing. Like why you have this and what the purpose is of it. You're also about to get key information, I'm seeing too. That's going to... It has to do with sort of like what you're looking into already. This can also have to do with savings as well. Okay, you're looking into something. I'm seeing somebody come talk to you, but I'm also seeing Four of Cups. So whatever information this is that you get, this may not be something that you necessarily want to hear, is what I'm seeing. It may not stay feeling like that. Let me get more. Let me see why. Why the Four of Cups? Because sometimes we're Four of Cups because we're being closed up. Four of Cups is like, no, I don't want it. Sometimes it's because something genuinely isn't resonating with us, like from a higher standpoint, but sometimes with the Four of Cups, it can be like, my heart is closed off, or I'm in an ego space, and even though you're giving me good advice, I don't want to listen to it now. So I just want to see what kind of Four of Cups this is. Because there is somebody coming through to talk to you, or there's like very important information that you're getting, or very relevant, we can say, to something that you're looking into already. So this can be like a source that you're getting that particular type of information from. Maybe you just have like an issue with it for some reason. Okay, Four of Cups. What is the nature of this Four of Cups? I'm seeing you be concerned with stability and making plans that are connected with that. Maybe the information that you're getting, you feel like your main goal, maybe it's not aligned with that. Because it could be alluding to something that maybe you just are like, well, that's not what I'm trying to accomplish here. Potentially. We're going to get further and see about this. So that is to say that if there's something that you're looking into... Oh, wait, hold on. Some of you, this can be one source that you're getting multiple pieces of information from, or it can be multiple sources that you're getting information from. You need to pay attention to what's resonating with you and what's not. Because this is feeling like your guide saying that you sort of have to pick through it and be like, what of this can I apply and what of this is not relevant? And you need to listen to yourself and see what's resonating with you and what's not. So you have to check in. Because I'm seeing like, it can be like 20 articles that are being plopped in front of you, and you're going to get really good information from like 10 of them, but you don't know which 10 they are. And so you have to use your discernment and check within and be like, which of these are the ones that are going to be relevant for me and what I have going on. That's how I'm seeing this be, okay? As related to your individual process. Because that's going to help you feel confident about what you're doing. So you're not just listening to what's being plopped in front of you, all of it, without using your discernment. This is you being like, no, this really is resonating with me. Like, that really does make sense to me. And so I'm going to move forward in that way. And I'm seeing is really going to inform how you take action then based off of that. And because you checked and made sure that what you're going off of is what's aligning with you, I'm seeing you're going to feel very, very confident about the choices that you're making. So that's what I'm seeing here. I'm also seeing that there's going to be time that you're going to take for self-care type things. Where maybe you felt like you had to be on, sort of in a like somewhat personal way. And there's something that you're going to be like recharging with. But I'm seeing it be connected with Queen of Wands. So this can be anything that you've been sort of like exerting your passion, your energy, because it's wands. Anything related to that. I'm seeing some really strong fire energy here. Some of you have Leo placements. Or fire placements. Maybe that you identify with. Okay, so at the end of the day, this is what's happening. Because I'm seeing something very, very simple in this bottom part of the spread. Something has to end, and it's not easy to close this out. But the reason that you're doing this is because it lacks reciprocity, and you know that. Which means if something lacks reciprocity, that means that it is not aligned with your values. And when we keep playing within something that's not aligned with our values, we start feeling devalued. So that's why this is so important, because this is like you doing this for you. And that's also why I'm seeing the Queen of Wands be involved here, which like makes so much sense seeing what I'm looking at here. Because having Strength card, this is that part of you that wants to be recognized. This is the part of you that wants to be appreciated. And this is the part of you that has standards. That's like, we have standards. I need you to enforce these. I need you to reinforce these. Because if I'm not following that, I'm not feeling valued. And then that's affecting my self-esteem. And then you feel like you don't have the energy to do things. And so what I'm seeing is that you have to close this out, or this is closing out, which seems like when we're starting off in Four of Pentacles, this shows you being like, I don't want to let go of it. And that's why I'm seeing your guides be like, why? Why are you holding on to this thing? And looking into sort of what would it be like if we ended up ending this thing? Because we may not necessarily be doing that yet, but I'm seeing your guides be like, can you just sort of take that little movie and start playing it in your imagination and sort of start seeing what that would look like start imagining maybe. Because maybe also, too, sometimes when something really feels scary or intimidating to us, talking about it or actually looking at it and being like, what's the worst thing that could happen, and sort of going there with yourself. There are ways that we can ease the anxiety that we're feeling, or the frustration or the reticence that we may be feeling. Because what I'm looking at is that at the end of the day, there's a situation that you may have looked at and been like, wow, I really wish that this could be working out, but I'm seeing that it's not. So we have 3 of Swords on the bottom of the deck. This feels like it's going to be painful regardless. That also means that there's healing involved as you move through it. What I'm getting is your guides being like, if you are willing to actually put in the work here and show up and try to create what you want to experience, rather than this situation that's obviously not resonating with you but you're still holding on to for some reason, you're going to be able to do that, but you're going to have to close off this stuff to make room for the other things coming in. So that's what I'm seeing. I'm hearing Death card. This is Scorpio. That's why I'm seeing 10 of Swords and Strength. So it's like, you really could get through this if you would just believe in yourself. Strength and 6 of Pentacles is about you, this part of you that again has these standards and is like, hey, these standards are important to me, these values are important to me, this reciprocity is important to me. And then having the Magician here, that's all about you actually showing up and needing to do the thing to make that happen. Because Magician isn't just, let me sit on my couch and be like, it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. Even though visualizing, right, it can be helpful for us. But this is about you actually needing to take grounded steps to do something. And we're starting off with 4 of Pentacles, holding back, Magician, the things that you need to do in order to manifest this for yourself. But it's because you need to release something that right now, you may still be sort of coming to terms with this. Let me see if there's anything else. So I'm seeing Pluto, I'm seeing Leo, and I'm seeing Mercury here. And also a Queen of Wands. Looking into... It looks like this chapter is going to be closing. It just, I don't think that we're there yet. We're not fully there yet. I do feel though that this is your guides sort of preparing you and saying get ready for it. I don't know how soon this is going to be happening, but I'm seeing you still in a position where you're still very much holding on to it. So I feel like your guides are sort of preparing you, so if it does come down to that, you're not like, what's going on? This is them saying that it looks like you're sort of stopping the flow of things currently by holding on to this still. So just be aware, because when we start stopping the flow too much, that's when a Tower will happen. It doesn't seem like it's anything too forceful as far as trying to manipulate the energy, but it does seem like some stuff is starting to back up a little bit energetically, okay? Some of you too, there's something that you have to let somebody know as well and be very clear with them. But it seems like that conversation would only happen, it would only happen after you sort of look all of this over. So it seems like one would be very prepared to do that, but I'm seeing it would not be something easy to do to communicate this. But I'm seeing it be suggested that that's what happens, and it looks like it's between you and another person. And it all comes down to there being like reciprocity that's like not reciprocity, it's like misaligned. So that's what I'm seeing this all come down to. You're in a situation right now that you're holding on to where there's a lack of reciprocity. So that's what this is about. And what I'm seeing too is that it looks like as we move forward through this, there's going to be a period that you get. It seems like after maybe we've released this and like sort of taken action in the way that we need to, then I'm seeing there be a period of like rest for you. And I'm seeing in that period where there's not a bunch of stuff going on, I'm seeing that's where you're going to be like creating a lot of things and manifesting a lot of things and like busy, but also not in an exhaustive way. Not in an exhausting way. And there's going to be like healing that happens too as well. Okay, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everyone for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm sending everybody love, and I hope to catch you guys next time.